So my favor lang gid class, if ever you're like you remember nga dapat i-record kong class, please tell me kay gakalipat gid ko. That's something that I really forget. Alright, di na to ang video. Oh no. Here. All right. Alrighty. So, can everyone turn on their cameras, please? All right. So again, you need to get a score of 8 out of 10 for you to all have +1 in your quiz. So what I want you to do is to work together and then put your answers lang on the chat box. So anyone can answer, even all of you can answer. That's also fine with me. So let's start with concept and understanding check. First question, where does fertilization occur? Where does fertilization occur? Grabe, kadasig. Yes, si Mr. Bukya lang first. Uterine? Uterine is kulang. So, the answer is uterine tube. Alright, so very good. No worries. Yes, uterine tube. Very good. 1 point. Next question. Based on the video, what is polyspermy? Again, based on the video, what is polyspermy? Mm-hmm. Yes. So polyspermy is egg cell that is, or an egg cell that is being fertilized with more than one cell. So actually that is bad. Being fertilized with more than one sperm is actually bad because it's just one sperm dapat for the fertilization of an egg. Yes, Mr. Milka, what they said. Sakto sila. More than one sperm fertilizes the egg. Yeah. Yes, they are correct. Sakto ni. Very good. So si Miss Onyegong first. Multiple sperm accepted by the egg. Tama. Or multiple sperm fertilizes an egg. So an egg fertilized with more than one sperm. Very good, Miss Santeliano. Yes. Number 3. So explain the process of fertilization with the identical twins. So a short lang na what like are those significant events that happen when you fertilize for twins. And specifically identical twins. Ha? Wakadasig. Sperm will contact with the egg in a process called fertilization, then it will become a zygote and there would form two embryos. Pwede, may kulang lang na term ang kay Miss Onyego. Kay Mr. ang kay Mr. Bukyaldo medyo kulang gid. Two different sperms fertilize. Kulang gyapon, may term ko nga gina-find. Sperm fertilizes the egg, then forms an embryo. The embryo then divides into two. Pwede, kulang gyapon, Miss Barredo. Miss Malihan, David, kulang. Kawaling, kulang. Neri, kulang. There you go. Very good. Nakitaan ko na. So all of your answers are correct. Ang kulang lang gid, wala nyo gin-mention si morula. So the morula also has to split. So what happens is mamitosis and then the zygote, then mamorula. The morula will split into two, causing to have identical twins. So si morula ni, if mag-split siya, siya ang magka-cause identical twins. Okay? So very good. 3 points. Next question. On what week does placenta appear? Intense. Wala pa 1 second, may answer na. Yes, on the 8th week. Good. Very good, meaning do nag-ano ka mo siguro, naglanto ka mo sang video ahead. Yes, with enthusiasm. I love it. 8th week. All right. And the last one before we go to a short hormone lesson. Ay, joke lang. Sige, ma-continue tas ang video. All right. So what is the hormone for pregnancy recognition? Very good, Jericho Rosales. It's your HCG, ba complete? Your human, yes. Chorionic gonadotropin. Grabe, may mga... HCG is acceptable. HCG with 3 Gs is wrong. Gonadotropin times 3 na karon. Cheers, okay lang. HCG. Next. What structure secretes estrogen and progesterone during 2 months of pregnancy or on the 2nd month of pregnancy? Grabe ka-intense, kadasig. Corpus luteum, yes. Ay, hala, ano ba yan? Ay, hala, hindi ko ma-heart. Yes, very good class. Next. What hormones prevent ovulation during pregnancy? Or what hormone? Yes, Mr. Jericho Rosales. Progesterone is the hormone. Yes, intense. Nakakaps. Progesterone. All right, very good. And lastly, for 3 points, choose 2 effects of pregnancy and explain why does it have effect on mothers. So just give me like an effect, like 1 effect, 2 effects, and then briefly explain. Everyone should answer. Kiti lain-lain, tatanan. There are so many effects on pregnancy. And why does it have effect on your mothers? Yes, Mr. Bukyal, may increase ang heart rate, of course. Kay may ara, di dako nga. Ball of baby inside. So medyo ang space ang aton lungs also nagamay, and space for everything in general nagamay. So pwede nga mag-increase ang respiratory rate, kay ang breathing mas shorter, mas faster. Frequent urination, yes, kay base, the baby is pressing on the mommy's bladder. So amo na nga, sometimes there is incontinence in pregnant women because may ara, what do you call this, gaka-press ni baby ang bladder ni mommy. So there is frequent urination, and that can also be caused by incontinence. Next kay Miss David naman yung GI, morning sickness, yes. Lordosis, yes, because if you have a big tummy, gaka-displace aton center of gravity, tama? So, when our center of gravity is displaced, our whole body accommodates to this um, displacement of the gravity, which thus causes a bigger lordosis in the mummy's back. Very good, Miss David. Kay Miss Neri naman, sa cardiovascular, yes, increase ang aton mga BP and pulses and varicose. Why do you think so, Kay? Kung mag-stand si mommy, kung long-standing, for example, si mommy, mas grabe ang weight ng kapapanao, kay mas damo fluids because also of the fluids inside the belly. Alright. And next, um, frequent urination, yes, that's already been answered. Mr. Salapang, sa reproductive, yes, the uterus expands. And it is normal for women. That's why moms are superheroes because their uterus can expand to fit a baby, no? So, imagine, men cannot do that. No? So, that is a feat for women. Next. Miss Barado, breast enlargement. Kaya prepare na for lactation si mommy. And of course, the uterus expands to accommodate the baby. And that is because of relaxin. No? To relax the uterus. GI, morning sickness, kag heartburn. Yes, the heartburn. Why do you think so? Okay? Being pregnant, you can equate it. Well, you cannot equate it, but there's a relationship with if you feel super, super after like a sangyupsa, like after an only buffet, you feel very busog and then you feel like puking or throwing up and like duga ka heartburn, kasataman kakaon. So that's like, just imagine if you're pregnant, the baby is pressing onto all of your organs, no? So that can be heartburn, can be very good. Miss Onyago, thank you. Yes, that's correct. GI, uterus expands, breast enlargement, nausea, yes, backache. Yes, of course, no, backache can be good kay again of the displacement of the belly. Very good. So of course, other answers can be edema of the legs, mm, difficulty lang gid moving in general. So yun, very good. So thank you so much for participating, class. So it's going to be a very short lang na lesson today. You might be surprised why it's very short and though medyo summarized siya. It's because your lecture should be the one to discuss it in detail. Sa lab, it's really more on the activity and the what do you call this? The reinforcement. All right. So before I explain the output, let's take an attendance na lang adaan para done na. So everyone who can turn on their cameras, please turn on your cams. Just a very short attendance and then we can turn off na the camera. All right. Big smiles, everyone. All right, very cute. Sige. Let's go back to i-share ko na on screen. I'll just explain the output really quickly. You can turn off your cameras if you like. Screen. So, here sa ink, let's open it. And how many kamo gani sa class? 17, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16. Alright, very good. Kay ano kamo? Even. So there are 16 of you in the class. In the class list, there should be 18. Sinong wala? Kagina do. Si Matsuda ara na din. Ayun, si Matsuda wala. No? So 18, kamo dapat gali. 4, 8, 12, 16. Sige. So sa grouping class, 2 groups, 5 members, 2 groups, 4 members. Alright? So group yourselves into 5, 5, and 4, 4, and you will be making an infographic art or a digital graphic art. inspired by how the sperm meets the egg, the formation of embryo until the stages of fetal development. So the students can use Adobe Photoshop, Canva, or any available resources. So if you're not really techie or tech savvy, or even in your group wala gila techie, you can draw and you can scan, or you can draw and then you can take a picture and then just attach it to a Word file, for example. And here are the examples. So this one and this one also, I don't know why amo na siyang tsura, why they're overlapping, but doka amo na. Do you get the point? It's like this one or this one. You can make it funny. You can make it do ka grabe gid ka graphic or very technical, but just be creative. You know, I don't expect everyone to be like Picasso and really paint this one. Don't stress yourselves out. Just remember that this is lab. So this can be like a ret dem already or a quiz. So kung baga, equate this to a ret dem. Alright? So dako ni siya nga chunk of your grade. So just put a little bit of effort to it, but hindi nga ma-stress kagid nga ma-depress, ganon. And then there will be rubrics for both the members, the leader, and the group. So please choose a leader per group. And then sa name gani of your file name, it should be group name. So the group name is the family name of your leader. And then Introduction to Life, Group B. I don't know why it's Group B. Do A man ka mo. Di ba, group name is family name, Introduction to Life, and then i-change ng Group B to ano na lang, Cluster A. Clear? So the deadline of this is on January 30. And as you will see below, my rubrics for the group, and the leader will be responsible to also rate their members para may fairness. Alright? So, Ari, may leader na tanga isa si Barrios. The other one is Miss Onyego. So, kamo na bahala. And then, the leader will also peer evaluate the members para fair ang distribution of work para this is like a ret dem. So, we would want it to be fair. May question ko bala. Duwa ka bilog nga Mr. Milka ang ara sa group. Hindi ko kaintindi na Ang James Reid nga Milka kag ang si Bimbi. Is that one person? Or galain-lain ang picture? Ha ha ha. Ay, yes, Mr. Milka nga si James Reid, diri din diri si BMB. Hindi ko kaintindi. James Reid lang na da, sir. So you set it like different. Sorry, hindi ko teki. Okay, na-confuse ko. Wow, there are two Milkas. Sige, so everything, you will find everything there. The rubrics, the instructions, it's all there in the Module 1 channel. And then, we will make an assignment tab for you to submit. But wait for the assignment tab, kaya ginapa-complete pa namo ng class list para hindi mag-mix si cluster A kag si cluster B. Unlike prof issue nga you can just pass it anytime kay I'm your only teacher. Alright? So, next. The due is on January 30, so you have a long time to do this. So be as creative as you want. If you want to paint it and then scan it, it's fine. If you want to use Photoshop, that's also fine. And so yeah, thank you so much for attending the class. Sa next lesson or the next week, expect na ma-meet nyo na si Miss Ren nga mag-lesson na gid kamo. For sure, there will be a quiz next week for lecture. Sir, ang sa 26, sir, drawing gid dapat or pwede lang use Photoshop? Ang sa prof issue ni Mr. Helvoleo, prof issue na? Oo. Ay, ano man? Ang extend, sir, hehe. Sa pedia. Wait, let me check. Hindi ko understand. Ah, alright. Take a screenshot of your drawing. Well, for me, okay lang any. Hindi ko, I won't be too strict about it. If you want to use Photoshop, it's fine. Yeah, if you want to use Photoshop, it's fine. If you want to draw, it's also fine. All right. So thank you so much for participating today. I'm very, very happy. Good to see the participation. And I hope that this keeps up. I know na it's hard to do this online, but let's try to make it, as beneficial as possible. So have a great day, everyone. You're welcome.